Right, given the general solution for a differential equation is as follows, right, y equals a to that plus b to that. Find the particular solution for the differential equation given the boundary conditions. So these are kind of our clues here, right? When x is 0, y is 4, right? So look at this guy up here, right? So when y is 4, we can say 4 equals a times e to the power of a half, and x can be 0, plus b times e to the power of minus 3 times 0. Now both of these here up on top evaluate to zeros, so we're going to end up with 4 equals a times e to the power 0 plus b times e to the power 0. Now anything to the power 0, including that number e, equals 1. Is that right? Yeah, anything to the power of 0 is 1. You can stick any number into the calculator and raise it to the power of 0 and you'll get 1, right? 523 to the power of 0 equals 1, okay? So they effectively cancel out and we're left with 4 equals a plus b. So that's a good step there, right? And then we're also told that dy dx equals 9. The first derivative equals 9. When the first derivative equals 9, these two conditions are also true. X will be 0 and y will be 4. Right, so if we differentiate this guy here, y equals that, dy dx will equal, the half will come down and get multiplied by the a, and we'll keep this e to the power of a half x structure the same like that. Similar plan over here, the minus 3 comes down, we get minus 3 times b times e to the minus 3x. So that's dy dx. Now when dy dx equals 9, x can equal 0. So we're going to half times e to the power of a half times 0. That's going to be a 0 again. Minus 3 times b times e to minus 3 times 0, which is going to produce a 0 there again. And anything to the power of 0 is going to be 1. So we're going to have 9 equals a half times a minus 3 times b. Now, tidying this up to make this look a bit better, we can multiply all across these three items here by 2. 2 9s is 18. 2 halves is 1, so we'll have 1a. And 2 minus 3s will be minus 6b. So now we have two equations in a and b. So I can go back over here, and now I can subtract b from both sides, and I can say that a equals 4 minus b, right? A equals 4 minus b. And I can go back over to the right hand side and rewrite this. 18 equals 4 minus b, because I'm subbing in the value of a from over here. 4 minus b minus 6b. And now I can figure out what b equals with a bit of algebra. So I'll just switch colors, and I'm going back up here near the top. I'll just make a bit of space here. So minus b minus 6b minus 7b, so I'll have 18 equals 4 minus 7b. And now I can subtract 4 from both sides. Right, subtract 4 from this side, subtract 4 from that side, and I'll have 14 equals 7b minus 7b, right? And now I'm going to divide both sides by minus 7. So divide that by minus 7, and I must do the same to this side to keep things right in the universe. And I end up with minus 2 equals b. Right, so b equals minus 2. And then I can go back over here and bang in minus 2 instead of b. So 4 minus, careful now, minus 2 equals a. 4 minus minus 2, well, that becomes a plus then, and we get 6 equals a. Right, so we've got our results. I'll write them in red here. B equals -2 and A equals 6. Right, and now we just need to write out our answer. I mean, we're 90% done there now. So I'll just make a bit of space here. Right, rub off that stuff. So we have A and B, so you can see where this is going to go, hopefully. Y there, Y equals, A is going to be 6. 6 times e to the power of a half x, we leave that there like that, plus b, and b is -2, so that's going to be a -2 e to the -3x. That's it. Job done.